Welcome to this episode of John's Journal, and we are continuing as we explore different kinds of journals. We're going to keep going with Nicholas Cresswell here. There is this one adventure that we're going to start to go on, and this references it. So let's get going. This is... It starts Wednesday, July 19th, 1775. I rode to Captain Gist's, returned in the evening, intend to stay here a week or two to recover myself. My late fatigues have reduced me exceedingly. Thursday, July 20th, very ill of the gravel. He's probably talking about kidney stones or something like that. Maybe gallstones? I don't know. Felt some symptoms of it for 2 days, but now I am in violent pain. Friday, July 21st. Much worse, a most excruciating pain. Took a decoction of roots prescribed by Mr. Crawford's housekeeper, who uses me with greatest care and tenderness. Saturday, the next day, something easier this morning. Took some tea made of roots of a small shrub, which gave me almost immediate ease. Mrs. Grimes came to see me, cried most abundantly to see me in so much pain, as she said, but believes she's too much of the Irish in her. So maybe he just means too emotional, probably. Sunday, July 23rd. Got pretty well again, but still continued to take the tea. Captain Prior Theobald came here today, invites me to his house. I do not intend to go. There are some people he does not trust, and probably rightly so. Monday, July 24th, free from all symptoms of the gravel, walked about a little, find myself weak. Thursday, July 25th, intend to go into Indian country as soon as I am able to dispose of the silver trinkets I bought for that trade. I believe I shall put in my shifts for cash to carry me there. So when you're when they say something like be put to your shifts, that means he's going to have a very, very difficult time. Maybe it even refers to like a shift is the shirt, like it's going to cost me the shirt off my back, or I don't have anything to pawn but my shirt, something like that. Wednesday, July 26th, rode up to Laurel Mountain with some young girls to get huckleberries. They're the same as our bilberries, only growing clusters. And then Thursday, went shooting, knocked down a young turkey. Nothing but whores and rogues in this country. I like that. It's just sort of like out of nowhere. Everybody around here is criminal. Wednesday, we're going to skip ahead about a week. Wednesday, August 2nd, return to Crawford's. Intend to go to Fort Pitt the first opportunity. I am now getting strong and healthy. And then we'll finish up today. Friday, August 4th, 1775, agreed to go with Mr. Crawford to Mr. John Gibson's, an Indian trader about 12 miles below Fort Pitt. He is a man that has a great interest among the Indians, consequently the best person to direct me how to dispose of my goods to the best advantage. Mr. Berwick lost his watch this evening. Okay. Just a couple quick notes here, and he's referencing this going back into Indian country to sell off the trade silver that he earlier purchased, hoping to kind of make his money back. He made this investment. He's trying to make money. He never actually succeeds in it, but he's trying. I don't know that he comes out of the trade silver deal very well, but at least he doesn't have any trade silver anymore. But I thought this was interesting, the section here where he gets ill with some kind of stones of some sort, kidney stones, whatever. And it is very, very, very painful. And he instead of being treated by a doctor, maybe there isn't a doctor about. Maybe he doesn't trust doctors anymore with his earlier connection with doctors, but instead he lets the housekeeper, Mr. Crawford's housekeeper, take care of him, and she has some sort of herbal remedy of some sort. And I was thinking about that, the medicine thing, how a couple of different ideas, kind of a definite two-tiered system at this point with household medicine and the kinds of recipes that you would find in the backs of cookbooks and, family lore, maybe even in this case, you're in the New World. Maybe even some of these remedies were specifically first gotten from Native Americans and passed around. He talks about some of these things when he's out, in the back country, and some of the people in the back country having particular remedies. More than likely, they got from the Native Americans. Here, we don't know about this particular remedy that he's gotten for the stone, for the gravel. But it's definitely not the paid doctor sort of level of medicine. And we still have that today, don't we? We have, this is standard medical industry kind of medicine. And then we have, over-the-counter kind of medicine. We have, home remedies. Some of them work, right? We have all kinds of different avenues for medicine, this two-tiered professional level of medicine, and then this level down where people say, I'm going to try to fix this some other way. And sometimes professional medicine doesn't really have much of an answer, or they do and it's very expensive. And then you have this sort of lower level of things, and some of them don't do anything at all, and some of them might work really well. Who knows? So I thought that was kind of fun. And again, he's really struggling with the people he sees here. He is used to a certain kind of person in England, and he finds everyone here untrustworthy. And it might be that he's just not in the group, right? Maybe the untrustworthy part is because he's having a problem with political leanings. So a lot of people here are, on the the rebel side, the break away from the mother country idea. He's certainly not about that because he's from, England. So there's a lot of, we kind of have to read in here about whether he's talking about their ethics, their politics, or just that he's not used to dealing with such a rough set of people close to the frontier, which are living in an entirely different way. And we can certainly see some of that in some other journals where we get that same kind of feeling that there's two worlds going on. Stuff, the very civilized part on the coast, and then the uncivilized part. And I may have even skipped over a particular reading. Let me see if I can find it. I thought it was in here, and it might really say something about that when he goes into the country. Maybe it's in the next reading, but there's a section where he goes out picking or in a trip with a couple of females. Oh yeah, it's in the next reading. I'll go ahead and grab this one while I'm here. This is just a couple of days later, August 4th. And it says, very uneasy to wait here. I am doing nothing. I'm afraid I shall be too late to return home this fall. Oh yeah, he's going to be too late. Went with Miss Crawford and Miss Grimes to John Minton's. When we came to a small creek, we had to cross. The girls tucked up their petticoats above their knees and forded it with the greatest indifference. Nothing unusual here, though these are the first people in the country. I'm not sure exactly what he means by that last sentence. As if there was nobody watching, or as if there's, nobody cares. So these two females, which, are probably kind of in an upper tier of society for being here, don't have any problem with, I'm going to ford across the river here, tuck up my petticoats, and off I go. No problem whatsoever. And he thinks that's scandalous, that they would do that they would, show off their calves, much less their ankles, and cross this river. And this is a new world. This is a new world for him, and the rules are different. So, of course, when we have people walking around, they're certainly showing off more than their knees. I'm positive that Nicholas Cresswell would be very, I don't know what he would have to say about us in our society today. Let's just say it probably wouldn't be very good. We would all be rogues for sure. Thanks for coming along on this little journal read. And we'll get into Indian country again very, very soon. And probably we'll start to break away and do some other journals pretty quickly after we get back from Indian country here. And I'll probably save some of Nicholas Cresswell's later adventures, kind of as we go through some other journals and have fun with them. There's so much to cover. I will never get there unless I start really getting a little bit more diligent about this. So thanks for coming along. Thanks for being part of Townsends Plus and supporting us in amazing and wonderful ways. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.